Or you use surfing?
No.
Okay.
I made it clear. I've been retired from strategy.
Okay.
It's not butter, it's cream cheese. Cream cheese on accident.
Okay, cool. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Strat 3128 workshop. Glad to see you all here. I'm Aiden. I'm in charge of Strat this season. And so we have someone like on the.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I can do that. Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyway, what do you want?
Bro, they gave my order to another John. And Bro.
He's John. Yeah. Okay. So who we are? 3120 is split into 5 main sub teams. Obviously, we are the strategy sub team. We've been historically like okay, regional finalists, choke like every year basically. It's a bit unfortunate, but yeah. And then what we do at competition is pretty simple. It's just scouting, pick a single line selection, and match strategies. Outside of competition, we focus more on stuff like design theory and kind of like guiding the robot through the design process. But at competition, these are the core tenets of what we do. And then, why exactly are these things important, you may ask, which is why I may ask that you go to the next slide, please. What? Yeah, lucky you to go. Okay, anyway. So strategy is actually really important, just generally speaking, because you can have a really good robot, but unless you have like a 254 level bot, without an actual brain behind that robot, you're not really going to do anything with it. So basically, you want to allocate your roles effectively, and you want to choose wisely during line selection. To quote a decent team that I heard of one time, your robot wins matches, but your scouting wins competitions. And we're going to talk more about that later. So here's what we're going to go over today. Just generally how we organize our team at competition, then we can talk about how you guys maybe want to organize yours. And then we're going to talk about things you can do before competitions even start, things you can do at competition, and then we're going to run through some game simulations for some fun, and maybe bonus content if we have time. So yeah, strat at competition, I will be handing it off to you.
Okay, next one. So, strat at competition. So these are our competition positions. We have 6 scouts, and each of these scouts like one robot on the field. And the data that is collected by these scouts, they're scanned into like our whole database system by the head scout. And let's say there's like a hole in our data, like something is missing, or like a robot is like completely broken, and we're like playing a match with them, you know, like an upcoming match with them. We'll tell our pit scout data analyst, he'll tell someone else on our team to like go pit scout that team and, you know, fix the hole in the data. So what happens with the head scout, match data analyst, and the lead strategist is that, you see, these 3 people, they communicate and they come up with a strategy for us like to play in our next matches. And once this strategy is created, they tell it to the match coordinator. Match coordinator tells the strategies to the alliance partners, you know, that we're playing with for like our next matches and our drive team.
Yeah, one of the that's fine. But basically, since we're a really big team, we have like 80 people. We have like we're able to have a dedicated strat sub team, which a lot of teams don't have. So that means that we can have these really intricate like layouts for competition. But honestly, like if you guys are making your own layouts for strat at comp, all you would really need is like scouts, somebody to manage your scouts, and then somebody to deal with match strategies and such. You can like vary that as you want. Like last year, it was literally just lead strategist, head scout, scouts, but we've like varied it since.
Pre-scouting. The slide. Okay. So what is pre-scouting? So pre-scouting is basically like where we as a team like come together and we like basically spy on other teams by looking at their GitHubs, like maybe their like Blue Alliance or like other like the team websites essentially. And then we collect that data and we put it together and basically fill out this template. So our template basically has like 3 different sections, which is like the name of the team, the regionals they attend, and like the week that they attend that regional, and then like the data that we collected. And so like for example, like how we might use this data is like we might want to check up on like what regional, how they started off at like one regional, and then the progress they've made as they've gone by and improved in the next regional to see if like maybe they might be a threat in the regional that we attend with them. Okay, so why pre-scout? So I basically kind of already said this, but it helps us like figure out how we want to approach a competition, and it also helps us predict how a competition may go. So like we can predict how we may rank in like out of everyone in that regional, or we can also predict how a robot might perform against us in a match, which can help us match strategize and help us win.
Yeah. Also, one really important thing about pre-scouting, which in my opinion is like the best use of it, is when you have those really early games, like right after practice matches, especially if your teams don't actually scout practice matches, you need something to go off of with your data, which is where pre-scouting comes in. Like it might just be rudimentary, like, oh, these guys have a swerve and they have like this kind of arm that's like this decent. Basically, with that really rudimentary data, it's better than no data whatsoever, so you can allocate roles effectively more during making match strategies with that. And then pit scouting.
And on that note, pit scouting is a practice that you can use to collect data before a competition, especially on that day where we're doing practice matches. It's a good idea to just like survey teams and in the pits and ask them about the robots. So pit scouting is basically a way to know what a robot's current status is. While scouting from scouts during a match can tell you how a team's been doing across the regional, pit scout is more in the now. So if basically we pit scout to know how your alliance members are, if you have an upcoming match with them, you might want to know how they're doing, just what their capabilities are, so you can readjust your strategy if need be. And you can also do this with your opponents. And honestly, just know how your own robot is. So for us, we have a pretty big strategy team, which means that we're basically just in the stands the whole time, which means that we have a disconnect between our stands and our pits most of the time. So by pit scouting, you just like, it's a good way to get updates on your robot. If something's not working, you at least know. So how do you pit scout? Basically, we figure out if we need to pit scout if a robot that we see is on our alliance in an upcoming match is broken on the field. So then we might want to know what's going on, if their capabilities are different, and how they'll be able to fix it and in what time frame. And same with the opposing alliance. And also, this is really important for pick listing. So while you might have scouting data for a robot from the first day of competition, their status might drastically change on the second day. And in pick listing, you want to know how they're doing in the now. So pit scouting. Example, so basically you pit scout by going to their pit and asking someone in the pit what the problem is. So if they're broken, maybe ask someone who looks like maybe they're not as involved with the robot about what they think the problem is. You can also gather more or less quantitative data with this, like how accurately do you think you can score game pieces, what game pieces can you score, etc.
Yeah. One thing about pit scouting is you can gather more quantitative data, but I do recommend that generally you keep it like as objective as you can. Because if you talk to a team and you're like, oh, how fast are your guys' climb? They're gonna give you like the fastest climb time that they tested like in their workshop some random day. So it's not always gonna be the most accurate. So it's a lot better of like what are your just basic flatline capabilities, and then with that you can do that. Something I recommend you guys do is do an initial pit scout of like all or most of the teams at competition, like during practice matches or the first day. Because that, coupled with pre-scouting data, is you can actually have some pretty good match strategies for the first like 10, 15 matches. And then if you have like some baseline of what robots can do, and you're going against teams that have no idea what anybody does, you have a pretty big advantage.
Okay. So scouting. Scouting is very important because it's like the foundation of your entire strategy. So if you have bad scouting, then you will probably have a bad strategy. For our team, we have both quantitative and qualitative data, which we call data and quota. So data is more numerical. It's more how many cubes did they score? How many cones did they score? Did they climb or not? How long did it take for them to climb? Whereas quota tells us more strategically, how well did they defend? Was it a fast robot? Was it a slow robot? Did they hang off the edge when they climbed? Those are all things that our lead strategist needs to know. Okay, so this is decent qualitative data or quota. So it says that it defended. That's good. And it's supposed to be a robot name, but yeah. Okay, so defend about 20 seconds. From that, you can tell that it's a probably opportunistic defense. Also says robot speed. It's pretty average. That's good. Cycles are based on the red side. This tells us that their field awareness is not very good since they cycled near their red alliance. And then after that, it said it was slow. So since it said it was average and then slow, maybe like the speed decreased during the match. So that would be something you maybe would want to pit scout later on. Okay, this is bad Queta. Don't do this. 11 ball auto. This is in rapid react. So yeah, mysterious auto. It tells us nothing. Broken robot. Okay, it's broken, but how did it break? Did it just like DC on the field, or did it another robot hit it and then it just died? Did it tip over? And then other ones are slow robot couldn't pick up balls. Why couldn't it pick up balls? What happened at the other parts of the game, like auto and end game? What else did it do other than being slow and not picking up balls? Robot turned in a circle and then stopped moving. When did that happen? Light robot. That tells us nothing, except for the fact that the robot is light. So.
Yeah. All of these are like actual examples of like we have like these have all like the scroll emojis aren't there for like this we have had people like submit scroll emojis as their description.
Yeah, this is like from competition.
It's pretty bad, but really you just have your scouts improve on their Queta and their scouting ability by having them practice scouting. So like have them scout practice matches, have them scout before comp, just have them scout overall, and then they get better. You get better data.
Yeah, if you practice, then you get better. Alliance scouting. So alliance scouting happens during Elam's matches because you already know like about how good or bad each robot is. So then here you want to see how well the team works together. You can see how they delegate roles, which robots are defense bots, which robots are offense bots, the climb order and what they did in auto. This can tell you how well they play together and what you're up against. Things to keep in mind. Good Queta is concise. As I said before, Queta is more for strategy, so you kind of have to take that like, more technical mind out and think, okay, what are the robot's abilities? What can it do? What can the driver do? Be brief. You don't want an entire essay because you won't have enough time. There's only like, a minute between matches. And then just note these. Autos, teleop, end games, and yeah, where if they break?
Okay, so in matches, during comps, you want to pick list ahead of time because if you're just doing alliance selection and you're trying to pick off the top of your head without a pick list, it's going to be very difficult. You're probably going to get Jeopardy music. You're going to make inefficient picks. Or you're going to try to pick robots that have already been picked, and that's just embarrassing. So if you pick list ahead of time, you're going to have more time to decide which robots are good, you're going to have overall better picks, and you have a much better chance of finding robots that may have been ranked lower because they didn't get as much RP due to schedule difficulty, and they were broken for parts of times, or other various reasons, and then you can pick those during alliance selection, giving you a much better alliance. Now you might be asking, well, if I'm not going to be an alliance leader, like if I'm, say, 12th or 15th in rankings, what's the point of pick listing because I won't be picking as an alliance captain? Well, you can then help your alliance captain by sharing your pick list with them. You're going to be able to contribute to the second pick and hopefully get a better alliance.
Yeah, basically, don't be that person where, like, if you get picked and then your alliance captain asks you, like, who you want to pick for a second pick, and you say, like, I don't know. If you're not that person, it makes their life a lot easier. So.
Okay, so in general, you want your first pick to be a strong offensive bot to support scoring, as there will be a number of good offensive bots that you want to pick, and obviously scoring is how you win a match. For your second pick, odds are that a lot of the strong offense bots will have been picked already, so you will be able to get more mileage out of a good defensive bot than a weaker offensive bot. It'll help you also defend against their alliance's stronger offensive bots, and your alliance will be overall better. Of course, you want to pit scout before you go to picking and during alliance selection, because you don't want to end up picking a broken robot, because that would be sad. You want to probably do this at least 5 matches before alliance selection, as during or close to alliance selection, people will not be in their picks.
Yeah, something we actually do as a team is like on our pick night where we go through all these teams and we like rank like, okay, who do you want to pick, who do you not want to pick? Is we'll actually have our pit scout lead like go through and go like, okay, let's make a pit scout prior list of like, who do we want to pit scout first thing tomorrow morning? Like as in, oh, we think these guys would be a really, really strong first pick, but unfortunately they kind of broke their last match or we just don't know what's happening with them. Check up on your robots and know what the hell they're doing, basically.
These are some examples of either weird alliance sections or poor decision making during alliance selection. So in 2022, Beach Blitz, the 8th alliance, was a defensive bot. They first picked an offensive bot, but then they second picked another defensive bot, leading to their alliance having very, very little scoring capacity, and they got blown out by like 50 points
Yeah,
both matches. It was very ugly to watch. It was like 30 to
Note the 7th alliance here, by the way. The reason why this is so recent in our memory and why we're so bothered by it
We are
is basically, so I've explained this so many times. We're 7th alliance. 6th alliance invites us, but the thing is, I reject them because 1138 is like the best defense spot at comp. And if we're with 2659, 1138, we would like have a really strong alliance. I'm like, okay, 8th alliance, they're a defense spot. They already picked an offense spot. They're gonna pick another offense spot. No way they're gonna second pick a defense spot, right? And then they second pick the defense spot, and then we got completely screwed over. So,
and they went 0-2 and got bullied.
yeah, don't throw like that, please.
It was bad.
It was very bad. Understand what your alliance needs and fill in your holes effectively. Don't be like that.
In 2019, in Roebling, the first seed was not a very good robot, so they ended up picking the second alliance, which rejected them, picking the third alliance, which rejected them. So they ended up scorching about half of the field. So scorching is a technique where the first alliance, if they're not very good, will intentionally get rejected by other alliance captains, making it so they cannot pick each other, as they've already rejected a team and therefore cannot get picked.
That's seed 1, and this is their first pick.
Our beloved
So-
Millennium Falcons.
Yes. They first picked like the 20-something team, which is not great. 2022 South Florida Regional, the number 1 alliance ranking was not the best robot of the competition. However, during the comp, they cycled low goals a lot, which led them to get the cargo RP basically every single match. And because of that, they got a lot of ranking points, ended up being first, and first picked the best team at the competition, and proceeded to do very well. So yeah, you don't always necessarily want to try to win your matches with your robot. Sometimes it can be better to just go for a very strong bot that can get lots of RP for a good position.
Oh, okay, now the fun part. Match strategies, which is very enjoyable. So here's a very concise way of how we actually make strategies around 3128. First, you determine your goals for a match. You figure out what you want to do. You don't figure out how you want to do it. That's what the rest of this is for. Figure out what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. For example, we want to win this match is usually what we're saying, but some matches might be like, okay, right before line selection, we need 4 IP so we can go up in rankings. That's what happens sometimes. But then after you figure out what you want to do, gauge the capabilities of what you guys can do and what your opposing alliance can do. This should be supported by your scouting data. After you determine what people can do, determine what you need to do to actually win and accomplish your goals here. With all that put together, the 4th step is strategize accordingly, which is very simplified what you have to do, but that's what the rest of this is for. So how do you strategize accordingly? Delegate your roles well. If you guys are a team that have good scouting data or you're just like generally leading a match strategy making process, delegate your roles well. Basically, a well-rounded alliance, we found for Rapid React, it was generally like 2 offense was meta, so 2 offense, 1 defense. We saw triple offense. Double defense can work, but it's a little bit sketchy though. But know what your alliance can do and rely on your scouting data. If you ask your alliance partner, like, hey, we noticed that you guys don't really have the best cyclage and we think you would be more valuable in defense. Then they go, oh no, we got 10 cycles our last match. Then you check your scouting data and they got like 2. Basically, call them out on their bluff because you want to be nice, but you also want to win the match. So make sure you guys are actually like doing your best and you have people that can do the best on their best roles. And then delegating defense. This is another fun one. Don't blindly assign defense. Don't just go, oh, this bot's bad, let's have them defend. Defense should be necessary and assigned purposefully. Potential reasons you might want a bot to defend is because they're a good defense bot. They have a really defensive, like, experienced driver. They're a heavy bot with good torque. Maybe they have a swerve, something like that. Excuse me. And then another reason is an opposing bot is really susceptible to defense. Basically, you want to defend when going on defense would net you guys more points than going on offense. So if you have a bot that is more valuable on defense and offense, have them defend. But don't have them defend just because they have a low cyclage count or because you have 2 other bots on offense. So you're like, okay, let's just let these guys on defense for the hell of it. And then the worst delegation is counter defense whatsoever. Counter defense is when you have a bot defending another bot, and then you have a bot defend the defender. It doesn't work very well because it just creates more traffic, and it's basically like you're putting 2 bots defending a single bot. It's really bad. It just creates a big traffic jam. Don't do it. And then how to strategize around defense. Charge Up has a lot of protected zones, so make use of them. Swerve around them, go inside of them to avoid defense, abuse them. Make sure that you don't get abused by them, because regardless of who initiates contact in a protected zone, if you're in an opposing protected zone, you're going to get screwed over. If your robot has capabilities to go over the charge station reliably, do that. The reason why defense is really good in this game is because you're running these long cycles that are like kind of in an X shape, and they're going to be focused like in the traffic here. So the shorter your cycles are, as in if you can go over a charge station or take an alternate route, the shorter your cycles are, the better you will be against defense and the better overall you'll be. Questions about whatever? Okay, in that case, we're going to do a little bit of an alliance selection and match strategy simulation for fun, known as a paper game. A paper game is something we do at the start of a game, or like when it's announced a few days after, because we want to figure out, okay, how would we strategize for this kind of game? And it just helps you get a better understanding of it overall. So scan this QR code with whatever you guys may have, and it's a list of the robots.
Wait, who wrote the robots?
What?
Who wrote the robots?
Us.
Yes. Who was us? Which people? Us.
Yeah, us.
Yeah, us.
He represents. This is like 3. We need like even.
We can do 4. And then for the 4th one, just like we did. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you guys will have 15 minutes with these robots to make a rudimentary pick list.
Yay!
Aiden, send me a pick list, assuming we're what lines?
Yes, exactly. Which is what I forgot to do, which is RNG, because robotics is an RNG game, as you all know. So, we are doing 4 alliances. Let's make this fun. First seed, second seed, 4th seed, 3rd seed.
What?
You guys are 4th seed.
Hey, this also means that first can't pick second. We can't pick.
Yeah, no, you can't pick each other. You're picking your alliance captain too.
Oh yeah.
First.
You guys are 4th.
Oh, okay, wait. Don't I already?
For second, so.
Every single time I go to the next, I feel like, okay, now. Defense manifesto cameo.
See the whole thing. We're on number 2. That's just the beginning.
You guys have like paper so we can make a
Oh,
list,
I
like write down.
How's that
person
stuff
asking-
work? I'll go forage.
I think the person asking us to link the handout with the image of the grid, like the one that I made with the cubes and cones.
Oh,
The green and red one.
should we just like link the entire presentation?
Oh, we got 9 viewers. That's actually so slay. We're famous. They should play along at home. If they can they see the QR code?
No. Should we just
Yeah,
link
let's move the QR code closer. Let me see if I can do that somehow.
Why didn't we use the webcam?
That's
Isn't that
arguably
like-
worse.
We can just like link the entire slide presentation.
Yeah, let's link the presentation to the Gmail.
Okay. Oh, to the Chief Delphi post?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Are we gonna post it now?
Just temporarily let me move.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, get the windows out. Reflection.
There, no, this way, this way.
They can hear us.
We're getting paper.
Does that work?
Does that work for you guys?
Oh, yeah, got it.
Yippee! Yay!
There's a police.
I just realized it's called paper game, but I didn't supply paper. So. Oh my god.
No, hold on.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Broken Bob is 16.
But it has technical issues. Yeah, that's what we meant by weird noise.
That's not like
Where is everybody? It's a script. It's like, it's good, it's in good condition, it can explore everything.
Oh, there's just options right there. I didn't even write this on my hand right now.
It's work.
Bob's gonna die out on.
I'm looking at Weebot. I'm looking at Weebot.
This is my
There's no other like standout.
Is good. Yeah. That's a lot. Yeah.
Maybe.
I have made issues of team over.
Okay, so maybe we can do that.
It's in design. How do they design these? I put the link in there. I mean, do you have any data? That'd be enough. I wouldn't even want to do that. Hell no.
I like how it's went from entering wages to just a very normal.
I don't know how we're setting it up.
I told you.
Do you want
I think this is better than the I've said no.
What about prideful Pamela? Because Pamela was.
Just like put it like right before. You want to leave broken bottle in there.
What about prideful Pamela? Because when she gets into range of she attracts the
What are the capabilities of our robots?
Yeah, I think.
Like, really are the roadblockers.
You're choosing your alliance captain.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, you're gonna go like down and then up.
Okay, so we pick basically through.
Yes.
Yeah. Your mom is you see what
Remember where we're picking two.
What about Viva? It's really high. And
That's the reason we should have.
wait, do we have buildings?
Yeah, we can put weak I will be
Floors after
well, I think it's one.
Yeah. For example, So what?
No.
That was a long shot.
I don't know.
Another template.
It doesn't even have any capability. Oh, shoot.
Wait, what is that? You got all 30. Correct.
There's only
Alright, alliances, send one representative up to Okay, stand like this, order from Alliance 1 to 4.
Where's one? One is
One that way, like 1 to 4.
Yeah, have fun. Yeah, we can alliance for. We can Morse code.
Just remember.
Forget that we're live.
Wait,
Auto is insane.
Yo, I think we should pick a
are you guys Alliance 1?
No,
We're 3? Okay, stand here.
Yay.
Okay, Alliance 1, what is your first pick?
Alliance 1 would
like to invite Chill Charlie to
Oh,
join our alliance.
okay.
Everyone accepts.
Chill Charlie. Alliance 2.
Alliance. Shoot, we didn't write all the names. We just wrote the numbers.
Which
Okay.
one? We'll check.
We would like to pick Alliance 12. Or I'm not. Robot 12. I don't know.
I can pull it up real quick. I got it.
Pull it up.
What's robot?
Number 12 is CubeBot.
Oh, okay.
Alliance 3 would like to invite Godbot.
Alliance 4 would like to invite Team 3647. Is it? Do I go?
What number is that?
Alliance 4, where's your second pick?
Alliance 4 would like to invite Cone Bots.
Bot accepts. Alliance 3.
Alliance 3 would like to invite Defensive Daniel.
Oh.
Wait, sorry, what?
Defensive Daniel. Can we call it defensive Deacon?
It was named after you.
Okay. Alliance 2.
Alliance 2 would like to invite Weebot.
Weebot.
No, they took legal.
Weebot.
Hateful Pamela.
Oh, that one. I remember. Okay, Alliance 1.
Alliance 1 would like to invite Suction Cup Bot.
Okay. Okay, Alliance 1, what's your final pick?
That was the. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
Is that?
There's one more.
We're not a team ourselves.
No, you are not a team.
So we get 3 picks.
Yeah.
Then Swerve Everybot.
Okay, cool.
Which one is that? Oh, that
It's
yeah.
Swerve Everybody.
Alliance 2.
Alliance 2 would like to pick number 15, Broken Bob.
Alright.
Yeah, we have to. It has to be done.
Alliance.
Alliance 3 would like to invite Everybot.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Alliance 4 would like to invite the Double Elevator Bot.
Okay, cool. Here. That will be displayed on the screen. Alliance 1 will be playing Alliance 3, Alliance 2. What? There will be. So yeah, Alliance 1, Alliance 4, and no wait. Alliance 1, okay, 1 and 3, 2 and 4. Yep.
There
was a 20.
If you can hear me, clap once. Okay, I'm glad that we have engineered that into you guys through Pavlovian tactics.
Oh, okay, so basically we're gonna make a presentation of all the match strats, so just scan that QR code once you're done with it.
And put your strat in there.
Take a look at the robots and
Oh, I
what's the simulation right now? What each one is.
We're going against
It's in the match time.
They have some ones
Oh my god, that's the robots. How do we get to the match? Wait, what are we doing?
No.
No, it's search up.
We're against the lines number 1.
Focusing on sort of so if we like make a wall around the station. Well, it's just sort of
Timer is playing. It's on a different tab. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. We'll get possible. If you grade on the percent of broken volumes, it's like.
So there's a cool bear dancing.
You love this. I what? Are you what?
Have you read this? We're gonna do this.
Wait, you guys picked that?
No, you said we're licensed. We're robots.
No, you're lying.
Oh. Wait, I thought. It's such a fun.
Really? That's right. Okay, so we're not.
Wait, we have to decide where to start, like in the thing.
Like starting position?
Yeah.
You should define autos.
I don't know what the.
Okay.
It's small action guide. So it's gonna be it's gonna be to engage 95%.
Get mobility in corner. And then everybody gets one, and then God Wait, so then this is one, and then this is give auto. Well, this is auto piece, and then this is third.
It's 4 to 5.
With that, you get one more.
And then more from the bottom. And then all of it.
Wait, I forgot that we had a 10-minute timer and then wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait.
They never shoot. One last thing.
Oh, you have to determine order they climb.
They don't know.
And then you have
You can hold a dice on.
one engaged.
So can you climb and everyone is
This is
and everyone
2 pieces. Actually, I should do 1 piece engaged.
can
Yeah.
got to nothing.
On which is probably not, we can only have one, like, 90%.
Yeah.
Two piece language, wait, two piece language.
Yeah, because it has a 90%.
Do you like the timer?
Oh, I love it.
Do we have to fill out the thing, other QR code?
When you finish your match strat, if you guys can, putting it on there would be very helpful.
The QR on the left.
Oh, there's two QR. Yeah, ignore the one on the right, the one on the left.
Can we just take a picture of our paper?
No.
Just put it here. Image from him.
I don't want to pick it up.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, yeah.
This timer is done. So.
No, there's no vote on it. I'm going to do it. That is the whole thing.
It's RNG.
Is it?
Yeah. 6 or 7 cycles around.
You guys need more time than your math strategy.
33% chance. 33% chance.
It's pure
RNG.
It's a little bit. Yeah. It's literally. Why is he cheeky? So literally. Cheeky. That's what makes it. We bought this one in this. Very common. Wait, what? Oh yeah, so it's fine. So wait, so you want you did it this place. Oh, because you did it. They both are awful.
Oh, and it makes it 4. Oh yeah.
We have
Yeah.
I thought we were playing 2. I mean, I didn't know that one.
Has she like actually? I'll ask her about it one day. She kept telling me about her lunch, and it was I made it. Oh, every day, because we were doing
Yeah.
Even if this broken.
she was stressed about it all day.
It was something.
So she really wanted to learn. She doesn't like to code, so it really shows her going back her comfort zone. I'm not sure what makes the coding thing coder. It was in the same spot where I was like, what's your favorite color? She's like all of a sudden.
That's the reason over here. Just being a lot of things in work.
I really like it before.
I'm not running.
I would have absolutely messed it up.
That's what yeah, that means it's all defense. And when Bob does not, then we lock it off.
I don't understand. She told me her thing, but she wanted to make that.
If Pokemon is broken, then this is on. They do this cycle. Oh, they do it off.
I just know her like she's like up around here. You have brother and sister when you get.
Oh, guys, it's
Okay.
Oh my god.
Does anyone else need any more time?
Alliance 1 and 2 have.
Okay.
Alliance 1 and 2.
Well, I have one has. I put a picture in, but I
You accidentally put in Alliance.
I brought a pest.
No, and
I guess it didn't load. I guess my internet might not be great.
You have it on the piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can just collect the pieces of paper as well.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, so now we're gonna have like a 10 to 15 minute food break while we grade the paper games. So we'll have results afterward. And we have chicken meatballs over there and pastries and chips. So if you wanna.
You don't go bathrooms, you make.
Well, I'm not grading my game. I'm grading the other game.
That's it. There's food over there though.
It's fine.
Go down that hallway to the left. We should also like that one.
Yeah,
So that way.
Holy what? It's in there. They're rating it.
Guys, look at look at burned a hole in the plate.
They're not in our.
I don't want to do it. The thing is, it isn't so toxic when you have double. You can do 2 for 1 color.
Yeah, it is. Live shit.
Oh, we're reading paper games right now.
Because that's what it's mean. How do you smell cheese and sauce and bread? It's like meat. Like, okay, I can't, I'm not gonna answer because it's just like. Oh my god! There's no meat. Okay, so right. Okay,
After like building the field.
I guess.
I'll play soccer and drive. I'll play in the full street. We could drive. No, like yeah, we're all like when we're playing, we're playing with Mark on the chair. And you got a ball stuck in there. So I climb up there, pull up on it, bring the roof back in.
I was close.
Okay,
remember like 10 minutes ago, I was just
we're splitting ourselves that far apart when we're actually
No, she didn't tell me about
They were so annoying. They all sat like this, like with their hands. Okay, no problem.
I actually thought we were going to
Everybody except for one of the suckers. Yeah.
The other blunder was that I thought 6 was already pitched. So, because I wrote the numbers down. So I didn't know if we could do the numbers as late and stuff.
I think one thing wrong, and she takes that whole plate to herself. Okay. It's like she does like one time she threw up like 3 points because she didn't like the way like I guess I used like the word utilize a bunch of no one can wait for us to get her right. Like we use the hours to be on track. That's all
I am good.
and the latest thing.
She's like, oh,
So,
here.
FRC has their base, which it also goes to really accurate data.
I feel like she's not
And it's also
very
like all integrated
like when she goes home,
to
it's not like, okay, I was fine because of this.
how
It's like, I saw one. Yeah, she gets like, I want to know why she dropped the point. It's about water. I'm like, but. I want to break my
Making me sneeze. Are you guys seeing this? Okay.
Right. We'll be there.
What else will
They would.
Yeah. It's fine.
It may like mix
I don't know. I like the way that it's on. Well, yeah, oh my god, yeah, you're Mr. Nose class. I just thought
you many mistakes with her.
That's it. Your science class is like your analytics class. You and I go to do like websites together in science, and Mr. No wouldn't know. He would know this. He wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. No wouldn't know.
How was your guys' little school?
You guys are
We're
together
You're done.
now.
It's like, what are you just going low? And I'm like, oh, and that's it. Oh, they are streaming it live. I was just walking in front of the live stream and I didn't notice.
Yo, live stream?
Yeah.
Yo guys, welcome to. Oh wait, the camera's
A block? C block?
Oh wait, it's not. I'd have to sneak it from behind.
So obviously we weren't gonna pick two, but I thought that was. So I was gonna pick 6.
A block's after one.
It's from Wednesday. Wednesday, it's last block, and then Thursday, no, and then Friday.
In true fashion of some people, I'm gonna debate that. Could you block? On Mondays, it's right after. Typically, why it's better.
Yeah, I know.
Right? That's good. Tuesdays is at the end of the day. That's great. Last, yes. Wednesdays, it's not there, which is good, because Wednesday is a bad day. That's why it's not long bad day. And then Thursday is the first one. It's mostly good because it's my third block. And it's at such big time to block. Monday, and I'm lost on Tuesday, I can go home. Thursday, I can come home early, and Friday, I can go home. You lost the most.
I feel like we've been trouble for pretty good. Who's JT? You don't make that hand out. It's like this.
You're giving strength.
Only 5 people. No, mine says 4.
Are you like other concepts?
Oh, it doesn't.
Like,
Yeah, oh, that's like. This is a 3-7. Yeah, hold on. Wait, no, to keep it.
I use Excel. It's more fun to get like a bigger I'm reading the boat. Way so much
No, Bob's perfect. Yeah, but you can you have an easy one. It gives us 6, 12, number 1. 25. No, where's the animals? That thing.
Because all of them can be very defensive.
Like it wastes like probably half an hour each flight. Right? That's half an hour of that. Putting it together. Why would you do the whole year?
And even if you reach that, I don't think anyone's expecting. I think someone is Oh, right, actually, yes. There's gonna be one stack to ring calls. But the next step to that is getting more. If they don't break our boards again, I literally walk to the
Ride your bike, skateboard, scooter.
We are long. We are.
Just go find the
Day one is good. Day two, yeah. Like I dropped
Yeah, I guess you kind of have to do like organizing. But if you do like organize, like golf, organize. There's a golf team. Golf team.
Yeah, because you're under impact. You're not thinking through. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to learn about golfing.
No, not even that.
You know you golf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pressing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to get you into that sport.
Very much like one of the things.
Traumatized.
What if it's more?
And like when people run the golf over your traumatized when the water is cold. I didn't want to this one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If you can hear me, clap once. Okay, our people are slow at grading the paper games, so we're gonna resort to the bonus content.
Yeah. I love bonus content.
Yeah. Okay. What? Yeah, this is DLC for free.
Yeah. Had I real update, they would never go back with the grade.
Okay, so a big part of what we do at kickoff is past game analysis. So why look at past games? Basically because games often share similarities, which we kind of talked about before the workshop started. So they can have similar game elements, similar goals, similar game fields, and we often just look at past games to understand how robots have dealt with similar elements. So we talked about 2012 Rebound Rumble's Climb, which was basically just a seesaw, which is basically the same thing as the charging station. So, sorry, this computer is very old.
Yo. I love these guys. Yo, no.
Okay, so you can see what strategy these three teams use to climb. Yeah, okay, so there are a bunch of videos like this where you can just look at how past robots dealt with these challenges, which is really useful in terms of like robot design and all of that stuff. And also 2013's Ultimate Ascent climb. So basically in Ultimate Ascent, there was like this pyramid with like multiple rungs, and it was basically just a hangar, but like vertical. So yeah, in this game, a bunch of robots didn't end up like actually climbing the thing because it wasn't worth that many points. But we took inspiration from 254's climb, which was basically just like they ran into it to get a bit to be elevated just a little bit to climb. So that gave us insight into how to make our 2022 climb. So a big part of past game analysis is also looking at chokeholds that have happened in the past. So Zone Zeal's chokehold is probably one of the most notorious ones. So this was 2002.
Oh,
That explains.
Yeah, maybe like fast forward a little bit. So basically, the way this game worked was you have a bunch of zones, and you have to try to keep all of the robots on a particular zone to score a bunch of points. And what this robot did was it dug into the carpet, so it wouldn't be able to move, basically. And it just stayed like that. So that is kind of why we have rules now that prevent that. But
Also extension limits.
yeah, that too. So yeah, looking at
I see no problem with this.
yeah, no, completely GP. Look at that. Yeah, 2v2s, imagine. Yeah. Yeah, so they were a pretty OP bot for pretty obvious reasons. We also can look at Recycle Rush, which we would rather not talk about, but 254 was a pretty legendary bot in this competition, particularly just because of the chokehold they used. There's one part where, so they're just quite literally feeding, or.
I just want to know just circuits in the GZ boost on the same team.
Yeah, so just basically that concept of cycling game elements and just limiting your cycle movement as much as possible. And finally, breakaway. So this was, I think this was 2010. Sorry, these were like filmed on toasters.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you could see the last bit, it was just like cycling game elements over and over. Yeah, so a lot of these chokeholds are interesting to look back on and just an integral part of past game analysis. And now Aiden's gonna go yell at the paper game graders to see if they're done. Okay, this will happen once paper game results are out. But
yeah, we waited for this. Nah, they roll the dice on box. Then probably did, you know, that's the reason.
You guys have like a bunch of RNG.
We're just gonna pull in some legends.
You basically have a 33% chance to win.
Yep. I respect that.
Maybe we should have picked Frightful Pavel.
We should have picked Frightful Pavel.
So it's only a 20.
Wait,
actually,
it's not 20. It's 20.
Yeah, 20.
Hell
no, bro. Less than a third.
We didn't even make it into
Okay.
Oh, you
Results
can already
are
see the
in
score.
for match 1 and match 3. Alliance 1 versus Alliance 3. The verdict has been reached. Wait, what the heck? Okay. So, Alliance 3 had God Team do the 3% auto, which succeeds. Their second robot, Defensive Daniel, engages. Every bot does 1 piece auto. During Teleop, God Team is defended by Suction Cut Bot, but since God Team is cracked at defense, it outplays Suction Cut Bot and still scores 5 pieces. Defensive Daniel plays defense on Chill Charlie during Teleop and successfully reduces its cycle count from 5 to 3. Every bot scores 3 cubes on top and scores 1 on mid. Chill Charlie does a 2-piece auto. Suction Cup Bot does a 1-piece and engage. Swerve Every Bot does 2 cone auto. Suction Cup Bot does 5 cycles. Wait, what? Why is it copy and pasted twice? What did you do? What did you do? Okay. Wait, give me a sec. Oh, Suction Cup Bot attempts to defend God Team, but is mostly unsuccessful. And Swerve Every Bot cycles like normal, but because of defensive D-Chen in the center, it has to take longer cycles, and its cycle count is reduced to 3 instead of 4. All 3 robots on both teams engage. And so we will go to our final score. And Alliance 1 scores 103 points, and Alliance 3 scores 115 points, making Alliance 3 the winner.
Let's go. Why the defense is good?
Yes, defense is good.
We should know position. I know. What is this? They didn't even make anything in it.
Very much gone.
Where were you eating?
I know, but I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, I want to see where this goes.
Oh, is he just trying to throw it up in front of the camera?
Oh, show me.
Raylan.
I was considering pulling up the stream on my phone and doing Inception.
Raylan, no, not the reason.
I think I got the shot.
FRC next freshman.
Yeah.
No, the strat president of 5292 from Canada.
You wanna go see your
Yeah, you know,
see what they
In
say.
2014, we competed in the Western Canadian Regional.
Did that team number even exist in 2014?
Yes, it actually.
That was the only year we quit. And now we're reviving our team. Yeah, we knocked him all the way from Canada. Alberta Providence, yes.
How much research do you want to game?
Don't worry about it. I just know my team because it's my team.
What's Raylan, what's the name of your team?
We are the Cougar Tron Squad.
What's the school's name?
Well,
You see, they don't have a school.
we currently don't.
That's the accent.
They're looking for a school to take part in.
You're just a homeless robotic.
That's
borrow schools from people. But last school we went to, we got our brand new laser, we put it in there. We don't know how to use one.
Where are you coming up with this?
Yes.
So you like actually talking from experience? Or?
No,
He is 100% talking from experience.
Everything this man says, I would believe. I would trust him with my life now.
That's very short then.
It'll be a beautiful life. I don't think
Yeah, but we're reviving the team right now. You guys should all leave your team. I'll play rest again.
You're gonna fly me out every day.
Yeah.
You're gonna fly me out every day to fly me back to go to school, and then we're gonna What's
I don't want to.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to say it's not a cult.
It's not a cult. It's a group where we chant in circles.
Well, do you have ceremonial?
Oh, look, it's the president of True 5.
Do you have ceremonial dark?
Yeah.
What's going on? Why is it taking so long? Canada's the Ohio.
No, it's a little cold up there right now. So I just said, San Diego.
You did a little more.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
what is happening right now?
He's stalling.
Stalling.
Stalling for what?
Oh, is that like Canadian too?
I have to deal with this guy like 4 days a week.
Yeah, you know, I'm always flying down in my private jet down here.
He beat me. Call that you've never met me in Archie the same thing.
Oh, no, you lost the barracks? He fully did not mention. Gone.
Oh!
We didn't even hear it hit the floor, just disappeared.
I have never met somebody so smart, but lacking in so
He
much.
touched the battery. That's all it took for the battery. He touched it.
Oh, one time I had like a computer.
I like it was one time you're like, oh no.
I took a cable, right? You know, with the little plug things that you plug into the wall. And I decided to touch the metal as I put it into the wall. That was a pleasant little. That felt nice. Oh wait, I cut my finger somehow.
I don't know how I did it.
I don't know how I did this.
I don't know how I.
So one time I was getting supports off of a piece of 3D printing thing. And I stabbed myself in the throat. I still have that. Oh yeah, straight
When we were doing the game design challenge, we were doing it like with Legos, like, and then we were doing stop motion. We were making things, I don't know, my finger, we were making like technically, and instead of taking it apart, I ripped it out.
Okay, so one time last year, I was doing something and someone was teaching us.
So one time
I am the person who's never like getting hurt.
And you were a captain.
So one time I was in a wagon. And there was that top was pretty long hill. And it decided to go down, sit in the wagon. This was like,
What do you do on your team?
What do you do?
No, this wasn't like a
What do you do on your
first
team?
grade, second grade. And I decided to sit in the wagon.
I feel like this is who mindless Manny was made off of.
Hear me out. I think he's the shop.
Magic smoke. It's magic smoke.
Oh, like
It's magic smoke.
Oh, smoke!
Oh, that's tragic. That's funny.
That's just funny.
The guy just casually walking to it.
You know, like I said,
Make yourself useful.
Tyler, my name's Charles.
Charles, make yourself useful. You're presenting the master. It's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, you're definitely.
What is match strategy? Ooh, look. Hello, chat. I am your new host. Put a W in chat because I'm such a cool
He said put W in chat, guys.
Oh, there's 5 people watching.
Alright, let's just see.
Okay.
Cut our viewers.
Alliance 2.
Why?
Alliance. Ooh, we got 5 thumbs up. All for me. Alliance 2 is slightly less successful, but their gamble with Broken Bob. Ooh, SpongeBob, great show. Broken Bob engages during auto. Well, Q-Bot and that's bad grammar, bot, scored 2 high pieces each. They earned 33 points in auto. I could have done better. Cone Bot, Telia. Oh wait, do I do other auto? Yes, other auto. Double elevator bot on Alliance 4. Wow, they joined early. Runs their 2-piece auto and succeeds. They earn 6 points and do not run into any of their team members. Ooh. That's a W. Oh, wait, I don't agree with that. Running into team members is a healthy way to encourage good behavior. 36-47 starts in the middle and tries to score 1 piece, but the driver didn't know what grid to score their piece in. Oh my gosh.
It's auto.
And so that was a bust.
The program got
Now-
confused.
There was nothing specified.
Now, how does that work?
I don't know. Oliver's bad. So.
Did they code an AI driver? The AI driver. Wow, that's impressive, but also like really sad at the same time. Okay, so the AI. Okay. However, they do engage, earning their alliance 12 points. Hooray! Cone Bot starts on the right. Wait, so we got Cone Bot and Cuba. Starts on the right and successfully runs their 3-piece auto, scoring 2 cones on the top and 1 cone in the middle. They earn 16 points for their alliance. Well played. Wait, so how come they got well played when they got like 10 times more points?
They're just built different.
Okay. Cone Bot cycles. Wait a second. I thought Cone Bot was on that team. Wait, I thought 36. What is going on?
Really, it's Q-Bot. It's Q-Bot.
That's just Cone Bot. No, man, what's 36-47? Why is 36-47? What the heck is going on?
Oh, no, it's fixed.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, we have a new bot entering. Broken Bot. Since Broken Bot moved. Wait, I thought what happened to Bob? Broken Bot moved. Weebot, there's an extra. What the heck? Weebot defends 36-47. Well, Broken Bot cycles codes. They successfully cycle 6 to 7 times and earn 23 points. Alliance 2 also plays Q-Bot on defense, but there was nothing to defend. What? This earns them no points. Broken Bot breaks down during endgame, and thus Alliance 2 only gains 20 points. All 3 robots climb in a game. How does it climb in a game when it's broken down on endgame?
Bro,
Yes.
33 plus 23 plus another 24 is not 76. It's 20.
Yo, bro, the AI is just that good.
No, it's like 3 robots.
Who scored this?
How
did they climb in a
game?
So how do you break down and then climb in a game? It has arisen from the dead. Yes, it's alive. Wait, what I didn't read the other side.
It's literally the same robot.
Cobot cycles back and forth between the double substation, and then the grinds on the long route and fills the grids on the top row. 36-47 gets defended by Weebot, whose name has changed like 10 times, and is unable to do anything the rest of the match. L. Wow, you know what? That one is deserved. Alliance 4 wanted to cycle back and forth between a single substation, but they were too busy arguing over whether pancakes or waffles are better. Wait, what is the right answer? Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Good. Good. Okay.
Whatever I can use.
They never scored more than in tele-op. Their total tele-op score is 24 points. Wait a second.
Who wrote this?
Wait. Did I read this? They never scored. Wait, what? Okay, they never scored more. Okay. The tele-op score is 24 points. All the robots that successfully engage, and they earn their alliance 30 points. Wait, every robot climbing and engages only 6 points?
No, it's 30.
Oh, okay, let's see the result. Drum roll, please. 76.
I challenge that. Head ref, I challenge that.
Challenge what? Challenge what do you challenge?
33 plus 30 is only 63 plus 43.
Okay, that meant to say 2 robots climbing a gate.
And I mean, all the teams are messed up on each
All
side.
3 robots climbing the gate.
It's literally 36-47.
OMG, someone said, I'm your biggest fan and gave me heart faces. I love you. Look, heart, I love you. Thank you. Geeky. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. 100. Wait a second. How did they win? They had a trash auto, and then they had
Broken Bob.
Broken Bob. On offense.
Well, whoever is on Red Alliance, you guys took it out.
That's a bad.
Anyway,
That whole round was just messed up.
that was the cinematic end. Okay. Yeah, that is. Oh, we had the 2.4. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is what we have for you guys today. Thank you for coming over.
I accept it. No way.
I have no idea.
Thank you, live stream. Oh, is this the camera? Oh, it's not the camera.
Oh wait.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm your host. Bye-bye. See you soon. Cows.